All right, guys, check this out. So we've got a Freightliner DD15, slightly newer generation. It's got the fuel water separator on the side. You're going to see that on there. Okay, it's going to look something like that. So very, very easy to replace, something you can do yourself, some simple maintenance. Hey, that's going to be the part number on there, DDE Robert 61709. So again, quick filter, quick maintenance, things you can do yourself. It only goes in one way, one direction. Let me quickly show you as best I can how I'm going to do it and show you what it comes with. So you're going to have two O-rings. There's an O-ring that you're going to need that's going to get installed at the base of the unit. Okay, this is the top, this is the bottom. And the second O-ring is going to be right there on the lip of the housing, right here. So pretty much swap it out like for like. I'm going to show you how I do it, and then let me know what you guys think. These are the two O-rings that are going to come in your little kit, along with the filter itself. That's it. There's nothing else to it. The lower O-ring at the bottom is going to be the smaller one. You're going to notice them. They're going to be very similar in size. This is going to go on the little plastic housing. This is going to go at the bottom. And again, all you're going to do, literally, I'm going to try and do this with one hand. It's going to go right around there. So bear with me here. There we go. So that's it. It literally just sits right in there. So, okay, this is going to go inside the housing. This is going to go around the lip of the housing. Now, I am going to lubricate that. You are going to need a certain tool or device. It's made by Parker or Raccor, same thing. And this, I think we picked up at Freightliner. So you know, if you're into changing your own stuff and maintenance, and or you're doing maintenance for someone else, buy this little tool. Very simple. If not, I'm sure you can kind of make something happen. But fairly cheap. I think they're about, I don't know, I'm going to say 30 bucks, 40 bucks, somewhere in there. So again, keep that in mind. I'm going to put it all back together and show you. All right, guys, so we have our housing. I cleaned it out. There's usually a little bit of dirt and debris out there, so I kind of clean it out as best I can. You're going to put the O-ring. I do like to apply a little bit of assembly lube on there. It's not going to hurt it. And again, you get to clean it up, and it helps it actually kind of sit inside. So literally going to sit right inside there. Let me see if I can, again, do this one-handed. If not, I got to put this down. Let's see how we do it here. Good enough. There we go. So you're going to get this and literally just install it right there. You're going to push it down, and that's it. There really isn't much to it. I like to center it because, again, this center right there is going to go underneath right in there. So fill this up as much as you can. I usually like to get it all the way up to the threads, and then I'm going to go ahead and insert it. Make sure you put something underneath to catch it so you don't make a mess, and then you're going to go ahead and install it. So let's see how I can do this one-handed, and I'll show you guys. So again, fill it up with some diesel all the way. You're going to spill a little bit, but that's all right. Go ahead and present the filter. You're going to go ahead and turn it. It's going to catch. Literally, that's it. So turn it, and install it there. Once you get as far as you can with your hand, it's still open. It's not all the way in. You're going to grab this trusty little tool or whatever you have, and then that's it. You're going to go ahead and tighten it down. Again, you're not going to tighten it down to the death, guys. Just make sure you want to close that little gap that's right there. You're going to feel it once it reaches its point. That's it. See, it's done. Give it a little something, and you're all done. Don't forget to connect your little pigtail down at the bottom. Let's see here. What's going on? It only goes one way. All right. There we go. So all set, all done. I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. You shouldn't have to prime it, although you are going to get some air in there. So what I recommend when you go ahead and fire it up, give it a little bit on the throttle, a little bit of gas, and it should fire right up. If not, you're going to have to go a little old school, use the primer pump, or you're going to go ahead and have to pump it or prime the system to get that air out of there. And that's pretty much it. So guys, let me fire it up. Let me test everything, make sure there's no issues, no check engine lights. And you're pretty much all set. So again, you're going to encounter this style of the fuel water separator. Okay, guys, so what you have is a filter made by Parker Raccor Systems, and it's made for the Detroit fuel water separator application. So very simple. Keep this in mind when you are replacing it. Very, very easy to do. And stay up on your maintenance and keep this truck running good as it should.
All right, guys, and there you go. All done, ready to go. Now, one thing I did have to do was give it a little bit of throttle once it started up, just because I didn't want to have to let it die out and prime the system. I do have a light there, so I'm going to figure out what that's about. Oh, that's right. Now I remembered. I had the ignition open when I disconnected that switch, and that's what's triggering that code. So let me connect my computer, verify the issue that I have now created to clear the code and make sure everything's good, and we're all set. So guys, if you encounter that, very easy to do, something you can do yourself. If you like the video, again, just little simple maintenance tips that you can do yourself, save yourself some money, save time, and keep this thing back on the road. Guys, like, subscribe, let me know if you have any questions.